What's up? This your boy TNT Barbecue. Hey man, how y'all doing today? I just came out here to hop on. Thought we was gonna be on vacation, but unfortunately we had to come home. Oh man, I feel so bad, but God knows it. It basically got super cold. When I say cold, I mean 20 below zero. And the wind chill was just beating down. I got a Dodge. I'm not Dodge, but a Ford diesel. And unfortunately, it was gelling up, and it kept gelling up, and I was plugging it in, and I had the car running for okay, Milwaukee in the house. Oh, you cooking a brisket right now? All right, that's what I'm talking about, man. I hope the brisket turned out good. Oh man. Well, I'm on here, guys, because my vacation got canceled, man. Basically, it got super cold, and my diesel started gelling up on me, and a pickup truck started gelling up, and basically George in the house, and I had to cancel my vacation at the resort. I just didn't want to be stuck in Wisconsin, and I was trying to get situations taken care of. We was in the process of trying to rent a vehicle, and then I was trying to pay somebody to come up here to tow my truck back to Iowa. Florida in the house. What's up, Florida? Well, let me get everybody in here. Florida in the house. Okay. South Carolina in the house, man. What's up, guys? How y'all doing? Hey, man, love y'all guys on this beautiful Sunday. What's up, Curtis, man? How you doing, brother? Wisconsin. It is cold in Wisconsin. Yes, it is, man. New Jersey is super cold in Wisconsin. Cold like the world. It's the Arctic in Wisconsin. Tennessee. What's up, guys? How y'all doing? So, I want to tell my story, man. Okay. Oh, man, Missouri. Yeah, boy. Cooking in the cold in Missouri. Hey, trust me, man. Hey, we got to do it, bro. You got to break through the coldness, man. Hey, you got to break through the heat. You got to break through the coldness, man. You can't have one without the other. So, let me tell the story, okay? And I'm going to get that out the way. I'm going to tell my story, get that out the way. We're going to talk about ribs. It's cold in Michigan. I know, man. We got to be careful in the Midwest. We get some cold. I mean, when I say cold, I mean my diesel is gelling up. It's actually freezing my diesel. I put some 911 in it. And then my wife had to go to the store to get some stuff, and it started acting up on her. So she knew I had another bottle of 911, so she dumped that 911 in there too. And then, just tell the story. We got 3 bottles of 911. Anybody know anything about that 911? It's more like an octane booster with like some heat, and it's supposed to just ungel the lines. But so 1 bottle of 911 equals 80 gallons of diesel. So we put 3 bottles in one. I think I got a 40-gallon tank. So you go do the math, man. Like we overdosed my diesel. Yeah. So okay, Philadelphia. Okay. All right. So the Philippines. Okay, the Philippines. That's the Philippines. Okay. Man, hey, yeah, what's up, man? I know it's hot there, brother. Oh, okay. So Manchester, England. Hey, we had a good prayer for y'all guys, man. And College Station, Texas, in the house, man. Okay, you helping love my reels, man. I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear that, guys. So we had car problems basically, and we had to cancel our vacation because we didn't want to get stuck in Wisconsin. We could have got stuck in Wisconsin, but it was going to cost us an extra $4,000 probably just in getting vehicles to places, renting another vehicle, and we was at a resort, and we just thought it was just better to get that diesel in the shop. So we got it. We made it home. The diesel is in the shop. We drove the diesel home. By the grace of God, thank you, Jesus. We made it home. And now, and we basically, I feel bad, but you know what? My wife and kids, they understand. You know, sometimes a man got to just take care of their family and make those hard decisions. They was charging us a lot of money to stay in that resort, but it was bitter cold. It was a lot of people at the pool, which we didn't try to go there. There was a lot of people at the indoor water park. We tried to stay kind of low key, and it was a good resort. You know, we ate at a real nice restaurant, Chop House, man. Just me and my wife. You know, I'm not gonna tell you how much we spend, but we spent some pretty good dollars at the Chop House. When I say good dollars, it was like both our Valentine's Day gifts. And I tell you what, man, I knew I was spending money, but I said, God dang. But you know what though? We ate good. I got a 64-ounce prime rib. Just wanted to try. You know, you see that stuff come out on TV. You think there's no way that stuff can be that big and all that kind of stuff. Well, I ordered one, and it's just ridiculous, man. I couldn't eat nothing but a couple bites of it, man. What's up, my brother, man? Shoot, I should have called you, man. With barbecue, boy, I was out there freezing, and man, I could not. I mean, I was full about the time they brought my steak, the salad, the bread, all that kind of stuff. When they brought the steak out there, man, I was so full, man. Macon, Georgia, what up, buddy? What up? What up? So, man, look, man. Can somebody put down there what's y'all favorite ribs? Okay. My favorite ribs are beef back ribs, okay? That's my favorite rib. Not beef, not the big beef giant plate ribs, no. It's negative eight here, 8 degrees up, man. It's negative, I think it was negative 14 degrees here. So it's negative 14 degrees here, man, and my diesel is gelling up. So we got spare ribs, pork. We got baby backs, okay? We got baby backs, all right? We got beef plate ribs. All right, Steven, beef plate ribs, okay? I like the beef back ribs. St. Louis style ribs, okay? All right. Yes, it's super cold. So we got St. Louis style. What, Mad Dog? You got spares here? All right. Okay, spare ribs. Haven't tried beef ribs yet. Okay. So yeah, smash that like button. I appreciate that, brother. I really do appreciate that. So this is what I want to talk about ribs, okay? So if you want to jump in, I'm just gonna put the chat right here. If you want to just jump in, anybody's welcome. Guys, this is just open long as you're not nude or I don't know, goofy stuff. You want to talk about barbecue? The link is in the chat right there. Just go ahead and jump in, and I'll bring you in, and we can talk about it and discuss the reason why you like what you like, okay? So the link's right there. I'm going to give you the opportunity to explain to me why you like what you like, and maybe I can get you to try something else, and I can bring you over to the beef back rib category, because I'm going to tell you why I like spare ribs, but why they're not my favorite. I'm going to tell you why I like baby backs, but they're not my favorite. Why I like beef short ribs or beef chuck ribs, they're not my favorite. Hell, they got turkey ribs now. Yeah, turkey ribs, bro. They got turkey ribs. Lamb ribs, they got those too. So, beef back ribs. Okay, first let me tell you why I like spare ribs, okay? I like spare ribs, okay, but they're not my favorite. They are hard to find around there. Okay. That's why I feel you. All right. So, you get beef ribs all day long. That's what I'm talking about, baby. That's what I'm talking about. So I like spare ribs, but they're not my favorite. Let me tell you why. Spare ribs are a labor of love, man. Cause you just can't throw spare ribs on the grill and think you're gonna have a good product. You just can't do it, man. Spare ribs, you got to cut the doggone skirt meat off the back of it. You got to trim them up Compton style because you can't leave that. I mean, if you leaving that big old breastbone on there, okay, you're a pit master. You can do it, but I can't do it. I like to cut that big bone off, that big breastbone. Then I want to round my rib off. I want to leave the rib tips on, but I don't like when the meat roll up and then it be like crunchy and getting in your teeth and stuff. I don't like that. So I cut all that crap off and I say that for sausages, okay? So I got my rib tips, they kind of rounded off like this, okay? And then I want a nice shaped rib. The reason being is I cook so many ribs, I like to have pretty much the same shaped rib so it can get done at the same time. And if I need to lag them, I rather, lag them by putting them on so it can come off at different time. So I like my ribs kind of. I got a spare rib trimming video. I don't like my spare ribs with the breastbone on it. I like to cut that little thin meat off rather to the rib tips where it's starting to get thick. That's so important, man. So when you slice your ribs, you have a nice round off rib tip, and it's not that much meat left on the rib tip at the end, but it's edible meat. And then that's what it's all about to me. To me, it's about edible meat. To me, the easiest thing to cook is baby backs. Because baby backs, you don't have to take the membrane off. You don't have to do nothing but maybe just a little tiny trimming. It depends on what you get them from. If you get that Tyson's extra meaty baby backs, or you got something Smithfield, Smithfield, you got something on your hand, boy. I'm telling you, the Smithfields are off the chain. Extra meaty, man. Man, I had some baby. People say, and I got to agree with my boy from over Mom and Pa's about they go to taste like ham. They do if you put too much smoke on them. But if you're doing that direct cooking where you're not like you're putting smoke on it, but you're putting that char smoke, like if you're cooking for a barrel or you're cooking for something where it's direct cooking and you get that direct heat, I really think spare ribs and those extra meaty spare ribs lean to that kind of cooking. More direct, more flipping them over and over again, putting them in the hot spot, mopping them. I mean, to me, that's the barbecue I grew up on. And like I say, guys, if you want to jump in the chat, man, come on and jump in the chat. Let's talk about this, man. I don't like talking by myself, man. I want to give y'all time to shine. We can talk one-on-one with each other. Just hit that StreamYard.com. And, okay. All right. So, yeah. So my thing is, again, when you get the ribs, okay, and we're talking pork ribs, we're talking spare ribs. When I'm cutting mine Compton style. That's what they call it, Compton trim. And I'm putting mine on a smoker, okay. And I had a direct grill smoker, but I kind of this is a long story, but I don't have it no more. But like I keep saying, to me, spare ribs a lot of work, okay? I cook a lot of spare ribs, but they're a lot of work, man. Oh, there's some work. Second, how long I smoke my baby backs before I wrap them, okay? So I try to do like if I'm doing a pellet grill. So sir, Bill, what smoker are you using? Because that's the key thing. What smoker are you using? If you can let me know what smoker you're using, if you're using a drum, a kettle, pellet smoker, I can easily answer the question. Okay then. Okay, right here, bro. Come on in. Hey guys, I'm finna let's go talk to the backyard king. What's up, brother? Come on in. All right, brother.
What's going on, young man?
I'm doing good, sir. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good, pretty good. Been watching you and do y'all thing.
Okay then, that's good, man. That's always good. It's always good to see get backyard king. So question I ask you. Okay, gravity fed. We're gonna come back to your question, okay? So
Okay.
I'm gonna leave you right here. So what kind of ribs you like, sir?
Well, we talked about those spare ribs, and I heard what you said. That's what I do, a spare rib or a St. Louis cut or something like that. I'm really not a baby back fan, but I cook them.
Okay. Now, the spare ribs, this work day.
That's some work. That's some work.
It's a work day.
Yeah, and I was listening to what you're saying. It makes sense. It sounds like you did more cooking than I have, but I'm in this and I've been cooking a while. And that end meat, it loves to get in your teeth, and you try to save it. You know what I'm saying? Because I cook for a lot of people when I cook,
Yes,
and you
sir.
try to save as much meat as you can, but in the end, you're not getting out like what you said, a quality product.
No, you're not. You're not getting the quality product. And me, I'd rather give you a little bit less, but have a quality, something where you're not doing this, you're not then you got to get a napkin at the end
Yeah,
and put it in the napkin. I want you to be able
yeah,
to eat down that rib, eat everything, and all you got left is the spare, the rib, and the gristle around it, and everything is connected. Then you can play that. But I don't want to see no meat coming in napkins or sitting on the
that's
side.
right. That's
ENT,
right.
you ain't gonna have that if you trim those spare ribs Compton style. And basically, what you
That's
do is
right.
you just start with that tip go off that little that meat with them the that flap that goes up like this right here. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
About this stick right here,
yeah.
flap. And don't get into them tips now. Leave them tips alone. And
Okay,
and then cut that
okay.
little part off. And all that you can cook on the side. And you can chop that up for beans, chop that up for taco, chop that up for something else. And cook that cook
What?
that. That'd be something you give to people. You got people always walking up. Hey, cuz, how you doing? How you doing?
That's right. That's right.
Get your piece of
Passing
bacon.
them out. And I like what you said too. I never thought about it, but putting it in my sausage. You know what I
Yes, sir.
mean?
Yes, sir.
Grinding and putting in the sausage. But man, all your cooking shows, everything I to watch, it been on point. You changing the game and what you're doing. Ain't nobody been able to bring that cooking to the front like that. Most guys afraid to get out here and show you. So they want to show you all the places they sell and what they do. And another thing I love about you is what you do for the community, man. The frontline people out here, you give back, man. You set the tone for a whole lot of stuff to change.
Amen. Well, here's my thing, sir, and thank you for saying that. Thank you for noticing that. But I believe the only way you can share your love is by your success. I'm saying your success, Backyard King. If I can't have you cook a successful rib, I can't be successful. That makes sense.
Yeah,
So I got to be able to help anybody out in order for me to be successful. So I can't be having secrets. I can't be out here hoarding the secrets because the moment you hoard a secret, the moment I just believe the moment that your luck run out. Because that's what
right.
I mean. It's
You're
skill,
right.
but it's luck too.
That's
And I
right.
always look for bread, and I never paid any bread. To me, that's a blessing. Now,
Something going on with your sign. Something going on with your sign a little bit.
okay, let me see.
You good. You good now. I hear you good now.
You hear me good now?
I hear you good now.
Okay, so I never paid for anything. I'm talking like for smokers and grills, and I did brand new. I never paid for anything more than what somebody asked for, less than what. I'm always blessed, and this is my motto. I get blessed, I bless others, and that's how you
Right,
pass it on. And sometimes blessing is not always financially. Blessing can be just telling people what not to do. So,
right.
so that's the way I look at it, man. But yeah,
Yeah.
it's my culture because when I was raised in Florida, all I cooked on was a brick pit. I ain't never cooked on a smoker again. So I had to learn that system and stuff. But I always knew I know.
That's your echo in the back, what I was saying. You kind of, I'm having to really hard listen to you. You got to, I don't
Okay,
know how to explain it.
let me see something. Oh,
Can you hear me okay?
oh yes, sir. Can you hear me? Okay.
I hear you good now. I hear you real good.
Okay. But yeah, I just think that it all got to do with just the way you raise, how the style of barbecue you cooking, and also it got to do with why you cooking. If you cooking just
Right,
shallow, then you cooking for the wrong reason.
right.
But if you cooking just to, you got the background noise, sir. You got the background noise.
I had, let me see how I can kill that little noise I had.
Oh, you good now? Love that.
You like that?
That's good. That's good. That's why I was.
Okay.
I like. I got something open on my computer. But I always tell people, if you're cooking for money, if you're cooking for the fame, that may last a little bit, but cooking is hard.
It is. It's hard work. You got to enjoy it.
It's hard work. So my thing, if you're cooking for love, people gonna pay you because the stuff you produce is gonna be the best.
That's
Because you know
right.
people picking stuff out their teeth. That gets on your nerves. It's people that just throw barbecue out there like people eat anything. People eat anything. I had one person come to me, church people, said, T, we need to raise money for this organization. And I say, okay. I said, all right, how many people gonna be there? He said 300 people. I said, okay, well, you gonna need I said, you gonna need about I would say 30 brisket. And I say, you're gonna need about 10 cases of brisket. What? He threw his hands up. And I told him, I say, man, look, why aren't you trying to get people to donate $50 and give them a $3 meal?
That's right.
I say,
That's right.
I'm not gonna be part of that. I
That's
say,
right.
we can't give them a dinner, get them full. I ain't gonna be part of that. And guess what
That's
happened?
right.
They made abundant more than they ever made because they gave people something to get full off of. And that's what it's about. You got to make sure people get full. You give them good quality food. Make sure they get full. Charge what you got to charge. And I always tell people, I'm not the cheapest, just the best. Cause
That's
cheap
right.
go together. Cheap and good don't go together, Mr.
That's
Backyard.
right.
No, it
You're
don't.
right. Everything you're saying is 100% correct. I just as you brought the question up about asking people what kind of ribs they like,
Yeah.
and I really would love to get into them beef ribs, but I haven't been able to find them around here like that. Like the ones I've seen you have, look
Yes,
like
sir.
they're 12 inches long. You can't find nothing like that around here.
Where you
So
from?
Macon, Georgia.
Macon, Georgia. Yeah. So what you got to do? Macon, Georgia. Me and my wife had a little incident in Macon, Georgia. That's a long story. I can tell that story again, but
Yeah.
Making, you may have to go to like a meat house or something,
Yeah,
or a butcher
yeah,
house. When they cut the
that's
rib
right.
out, you may just tell the guy, hey man, leave a little meat on the bone for me. I'll pay $1 extra a pound, something
That's
like
right.
that. Just talk to him like that. But don't get that stuff from Walmart though, because you'll get disappointed.
That's right.
That is
And
not
that's
what
why I
it's going
shop
to
at the
be.
meat house.
So, question actually, how do you smoke your spare ribs? Do you smoke them on a smoker, or you do it like a direct cook?
I got an indirect smoker,
Okay.
but my style that I like to use is I'm pretty much grilling my ribs. I'm
Mhm.
grilling it to get a look that I like. After I get that look that I like, I remove them from the direct, you know, and
Uh-huh.
let them just go. You know what I'm saying? And once I see them there tender like I like them, then I remove them from there. You know, and once I remove them from there to my warmer, they good to go. They good to
Hey,
go. I
Have you
wish I
ever
could show
tried?
you my grill I made myself.
Have you ever tried that mop sauce?
I'm a dry rub, man. Somebody I haven't tried the mop sauce. I listened to you on talking about the sauce. It's something that I want to try, but I've been a dry rub guy for my entire life.
Let me tell you something, man. You can put that dry rub on there, and when you get that color you want on your direct cook side, you get that mop sauce, and you just hit them ribs with it over that charcoal or wood you're using, and let that mop sauce steam up in that meat season, and you gonna see it
Yeah.
happen. Hit it, and it go and that lard and that doggone vinegar gonna hit the coals, and the charcoal is gonna steam back up, and you just keep.
Okay.
So what that going apart, brother, is something. And I just found this word out. So don't. This is not. I always was trying to explain the flavor you're gonna get, but it's a word for a taste that you can't explain, and that word is umami. You get something called umami. That means like when you eat mushrooms. Mushrooms, you can't really explain how a mushroom tastes. You get that umami.
Right.
When you do that, bro, you get that flavor that you like. What's that? What, what's that? And see, that, bro, look, bro, you gotta tell them to sit down. You gotta tell them
Okay.
to sit down. But you know what? They gonna be
Yeah.
proud of you. You be like, man, leave
Yeah.
me alone, man. Look, man, leave me alone. I ain't finna cook no one slab real. Leave me alone now. Go on somewhere.
Okay. Okay. Okay, next time I do it, I have to get back on here and let you know, man. I've been watching you
Yeah.
and sending messages and cooking. You know what I'm saying? I said I was gonna try to go live, and which I ain't never did that before. But I appreciate
Okay.
what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? And I just want
Oh,
to
I
give you a little
appreciate
love,
you.
bro.
Oh, thank
You know
you.
what
Hey,
I'm saying?
question. Do you skin your spare rib? Do you take the membrane off of them and all that?
Yes, yes. Listen,
Oh,
and I listen to you. I know it's word. I know, but listen to this. Listen to this. You're talking about a man cooking 35 slabs. Now I know that I don't know what you cook, but for me, the preparation for 35 spare ribs, pulling the membrane off, trimming that fat off the backside. I don't know what you call that, T. But in the center of that
mhm.
spare rib, it got a little piece that fold over, and now you turn that over, you trim that all the way down, you pull the
That's
membrane off. That's the skirt meat,
skirt meat. That's a
and
good meat, though. I love
you
it.
and
Man,
then I go from there. You know what I'm saying? To the grill, with my seasoning and all that by myself. Now, I have my family that help me, but this is my baby. You know what I'm saying? And they help me when we go out and do little catering or uh, concession stand stuff, you know what I'm saying, we have available around here. But I don't do it full time, T. This,
mhm.
like this is coming up to be my prime time to where from now, I say from March to August, I may do 10 events,
Okay.
you know. And with the 10 events, they with the city and the activity they have, that's where they run from anywhere roughly 100 people to 300 people, 350, 500 people. You know what I'm saying?
Woo!
That's where we have a variety of meets then, and that's when I have help, doing stuff and,
Yes, sir.
set up and all of that. But, like I said, I have a full-time job, so, I can't get, I'm not out there every day. But, the skills stay on point in the backyard, for the family.
Hey, I feel you. I got a full-time job too, man.
Say that
I got
again. My
I
wife.
got a full-time job too, sir. And
Yeah,
it's hard work, man. But the thing about it, we love what we do. So when you love
that's
what
right.
you're a king in the backyard. You're a king because
That's
you love
right.
barbecue grill. You love to get that wood and that smoke and everything. And then your family love that you happy. They might love to
That's
work,
right.
but they love when they get that money.
That's right. That's right.
Yes,
That's right. That's right.
but we got a question here now. I want you to help me answer this question. He got a gravity fed charcoal smoker, and he want to know how long he need to put his ribs on the grill before he has to wrap them. This is Billy D. So you don't wrap your ribs, right?
I don't wrap my ribs.
Okay, so Billy
You
D.
talking about?
Oh, you talk?
I don't wrap my. And I'm an old school griller. T. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And so I got a, kind of like old Rusty. You know what I'm saying? I got an old school grill back there. I don't have nothing with the electrics and pellets and all that. That's nice, and I see them guys, but I love to do the work. But I'm gonna get back to the question. What your guy asked. I think you got more experience on that than me. With
Well,
the gravity.
well, my thing is we'll wrap the ribs for a couple reasons. So first of all, I want to wrap when I get the color I want, and that bark has set. Because if you wrap before then, all your seasons just gonna come off in your wrap. But you
That's
can
right.
Billy D cannot do not reseason that rib. Never reseason a rib once you have wrapped it because that season has penetrated that rib, and you sprinkle some
Right.
more seasoning on it, it's salty. Throw it away.
That's right. That's
So
right.
so I will get the color I want, and I go a little bit of past the color. So probably about 2.5 hours between 3 hours. Then you
That's
wrap,
right.
but you don't want to keep that wrap in them no longer than an hour. Anything longer than an hour, you might as well eat pulled pork because they're gonna be too tender.
Yeah.
You don't want a mushy rib. You want texture,
That's
right?
right. You want to be able to bite that rib and pull away, and just your bite mark is still there on the rib, and the meat still there on the bone.
That's it.
That's in the little competitions I've been in. That's what I learned, in doing that. And I have to back up here. I didn't understand the question correctly, but you explained it to perfection. Once I get the look on that rib, like you said, like I wanted, and that bark, then I wrap him and set him to the side. Once
Yeah,
I bring him back out, he's a little wet when I bring him out. So
mm-hmm.
sometimes I may put him back on the heat to kind of tighten that wetness up, and then it take him down and let him rest in, and then he's ready to go.
Amen. Preach. I gotta say nothing else. I
I
gotta say
mean,
did that. Hey, he just did that. Hey, Mr. King, to answer your question. You don't want to leave them in that wrap for too long, and then if you do, you got to put them back on that smoker and tighten that bark up. And if you do
right.
put some butter or something and baste that rib, like some kind of oil or butter, so that the heat can hit it and it can tighten that bark back up. That's where you get your
That's
color.
right.
Because sometimes when you take your rib out of that wrap, it looks white. You be like, what
That's
the world?
right.
But
That's right.
you're going to get that color back again. And it's going to take them about 15, 20 minutes. Is that right, Mr.
That's
King?
right. You're
So,
exactly right.
but I always tell people, I prefer me. people prefer. It's not what you prefer. It's what people prefer. People prefer a tender rib than they do a tough rib.
That's right.
So
That's right.
go ahead.
Sorry to cut you off, but it kind of goes back to what you said about, people out here just want to say they ate some barbecue. I have been somewhere and people talking about they got good barbecue and this, and it's kind of like you eat one of their ribs and you put it better than I can explain it. You eat chip barbecue pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it fall off the bone. But if it falling off the bone like that, you can't hold it. You know what I'm saying? And the bones in there, you almost just can mash them down to the point that it's overcooked meat.
Amen. Overcooked meat, and you know what's bad about overcooked meat? And we got
Talk
Uncle
to
Steve.
me.
We got Uncle Steve Shake in the house, man. This guy right here got the best. I'm gonna make him a. I think you are Uncle Steve. He is a moderator on my channel. I'm gonna put his link in that channel. Uncle Steve, could you put your link in the channel? So, but yeah. So, hold on for 1 second, okay? So, when you overcook them ribs, here's what you ain't gonna do. You're not gonna be barbecuing for too long. Come on, I'm serious. Like people will go to you and they'll get that bone, and then you'll see them eating it with a fork and they just slide that meat off the bone, sliding that meat
That's
off
right.
the bone. But really, it's not doing anybody justice. Because my thing is, it could be some people that come in and want to eat authentic barbecue. And when
That's
people want
right.
authentic barbecue, they're not coming to your place because you got that parboiled, overcooked stuff.
That's right.
There's so many restaurants that's doing that because it's accepted. But we're changing that right now. We're gonna change that. And that's why people
That's right.
hate barbecue restaurants that barbecue. Cause we like going, but we always get disappointed. I bet you go to a lot of barbecue restaurants, spend your money, and come home mad as all I do. Your wife looking at you saying, "You knew it was gonna be bad. I don't know why you went."
Not only that, the first thing my wife said, I know you ain't ordered nobody ribs. I already know that. If you're not out here. We Super Bowl weekend here, T. Uh, you social distancing, COVID-19 going on, so it was just my wife and my kids here. And man, I woke up that morning and I just had that taste for them ribs. And I know you know what I'm talking about. You can cook for somebody else and you can snack on them all day long, but when you put it in your mind, I want my ribs today. I
Yes,
went out
yes,
there and
yes.
I went out there and did my thing, nothing different, but I just was home and did my thing to them. My wife
Yeah.
said, after they got done, she said, you really wanted them ribs. These taste just like the first one.
Hey, I like this blues song. I listen to this blues song all the time, and it says "Good loving that make you cry." It
That's
says
right.
"Good loving till you cry," and
That's right.
I think about barbecue. When you hit that mark and you taste that good barbecue, it brings you back to a place. But let me tell you something. You see this man here, Uncle Steve Shake on the leg down, Uncle Steve Shake. You gotta
Well,
try.
what did you say, Uncle Steve Shake?
You gotta try,
Okay.
bro. You gotta try.
Okay, I will check him out. And we'll get back on here and talk about it.
Hey, let me tell you something. Man. He got some sweet shake. It's called Sweet Heat. Is that right, Uncle Steve? Sweet Heat. I love it. I love it on my pork butts, and I love it on my when I do my pork bellies. I'm telling
Okay.
you, that man got some good, and he got a great brisket rub too. Them are my two.
Okay.
the brisket rub and his is sweet heat. But that brisket rub off the chain, I do a lot of briskets, man. You do a little brisket in Georgia?
Man, listen here, you talking over my head now. Not because I can't. I haven't got in it. I've stayed. Be honest with you, I've stayed in my lane. You know what I'm saying? And where it has been working for me, what has been consistent for me, and I kind of gave you a little bit of how I do it. But I watched you. I watched you on that smoke ring. What you did? I'm telling you. I was watching now, so you got me. You got me stretching out a little bit to get there. But I like that. I like that.
Hey,
and I see Uncle Steve got on there that sweet and spicy. Now I see Uncle Steve put that on there.
Yeah,
the Uncle Steve sweet. And so what you just go to his website and get some of this stuff? That what you're saying?
Yes, sir. Yeah, that's what I do. Yes, sir. I go there. I go to the website, I order it and everything. I thought he was a moderator on my but I can't do it. I thought he was a moderator, but that's okay. I get him. But Uncle Steve, he a good guy, man. He a great guy. And one thing about barbecue, I don't care where you at, whether you down south, east coast, west coast, Midwest, England, London. If you love barbecue, you love people. Because when you barbecue, people coming around.
That's right.
I'm gonna ask you a question, and then you may have to go. But I'm gonna ask you this question: what's your definition of a barbecue, sir? If you got to say a barbecue, if you say T, come on, what would you say a barbecue is?
T, I want to make sure I understand your question correctly. When you said definition of a barbecue, you talking about, help me a little bit further so I can answer correctly or the best of my ability.
Just if I say, Mr. King, backyard barbecue King, come on down the aisle, come to a barbecue. What do you expect when you come here?
Oh, what do I expect when I get there? I expect to hear some of that Big Rob on the radio, blues and barbecue. You know what I'm saying? I expect to see that smoke rolling. You see what I'm saying? I expect to see some macaroni and cheese somewhere. I expect to see some kind of salad out there somewhere, some corn somewhere. And most of all to see that wood piled up, and got that smoke. What?
And people.
People.
Amen. We playing spades.
And people.
We playing spades. We
yes.
talking. We fellowship.
Yes. Yes.
When I say barbecue, first of all, to me, barbecue is the food, of course. But it's not hot dogs and hamburgers. We need that's grilling. That's grilling.
That's right.
But to me, it's all about the ribs and everything else. But yes,
that's right.
Yes, sir. But yeah, me and you on the same page. All right, we got somebody else in the chat. Come on in now. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing good.
And the king over there. So you got questions, sir?
I don't have any questions. I'm just sitting here listening.
Oh man, nothing wrong with listening. Amen. So,
amen.
Hey,
glad you're here.
I want to get back on those. I want to get back on those little spare ribs now. So when you wrap them, you sit them to the side. You put them in a warmer. You say, what kind of warmer you got?
I built my own grill with the smoker on, with the warmer on there.
What?
Okay, and yeah, I did. And the next time I try to give you a picture of something. It's raining here, and I got a lot of other stuff going on, so I don't want to go out there and show it. But it's grill, and it has like a 4-shelf in there. I got on the bottom shelf. I got my pan. It's full of water down there. Okay, and I got my little burner that's on low on the bottom, so that's just constant going over there. And as the meat's done, I move it to the side. You know what I'm saying? I try to get that early and set up so my people don't have to wait on me. When they come up, we can handle their order. And I try to keep that running by Cause I don't know, 120, 130, 150, somewhere in there, depending on the temperature and everything, to keep it slow, just going, steady.
Yes, sir. Most definitely. Yes, sir. Hey, I'm here, Todd. Right on you.
And
So yeah.
that's just my. Everybody got their style, Mr. T, but that's just mine, and it has room to grow. And as I watch you, I continue to grow more and learn more. And
Well,
anybody, but I stay in my lane.
well, I tell you what. Me personally, I love to. What's the word I'm looking for? I learned so much from guys watching everybody. If you think you can stop learning, then you just need to go ahead and just close your eyes and get in the grave. Cause to me,
Right.
I could be around you for 4 minutes and learn something. I love that about myself. Cause I'm
That's
looking.
right.
I'm looking.
That's
Cause
right.
I ain't gonna leave you. That's why I keep asking you. So what else you talking about, Mr. King? Cause I want you to keep talking so I can get something.
Okay, what you want to? Let me see what you want to get here. Let me see
Okay.
what a jewel. I want to give you a jewel here. Uh,
Okay, I'm ready.
I'm trying to put it together for you.
Put
We
it
talked
together.
about the spare ribs. We talked
Yes, sir.
about the baby back ribs.
Yes,
And
sir.
then let me go to my smoker now. Okay, and what I
Okay.
like to do with my smoker here, I got a mixture of oat and pecan. What I like to use here,
Mm.
and I get out there early in the morning, and it's one of those things that we talked about where people parboil their ribs and then want to put them out there on the grill or smoke. I don't do that. That's 100% raw meat once you step out there. Excuse my language or my term. I don't know how they say it, but it's raw, T. Just
Amen.
like you put them on there,
Amen.
and they season. And I set the time out there. I got a little timer with me. I set it out there. A lot of times, being in the backyard, I don't use the time. I've been doing this so long to, I don't want to say that I got it, but you know when you got a good rib. When you get my hand up here so I can see. When you see that bone start to slide back out that meat there, teeth, you know what I'm talking about? When that bone started to protrude out the sides there, and you bring that joker off there and you slice it and you got that smoke ring in there that
Mm-hmm.
I saw you on that brisket with that smoke ring. I like my smoke ring on my ribs. But that's me. I'm in my
Mm-hmm.
zone then. I'm in my zone then.
I love that. I love that. Now,
And and so you all just don't stop. I saw y'all with the turkeys, you know. Y'all just stopped and everything just came out wonderful. I saw them chops that y'all had up there. I mean, that was just wonderful. You know what I'm saying? And don't
that's
nothing stop you.
Iowa chops. Iowa chops.
Our chops. Listen at you now.
Ain't that right, man? Wood barbecue. We call them Iowa chops. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Iowa chops.
Okay.
So
I finally found some of that Saison seasoning. I had to search all over for it, but I finally got some. Hadn't got to use it yet, but I got some.
yeah, what kind of seasoning?
The Saison,
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
finally found some.
Okay, you gonna love it. You gonna love it. Now, and let me tell you the story behind that season. Do you remember the turkey video? You remember the cat was in the window?
Yes.
That cat went in my garage, and I don't know how it did, but it opened the refrigerator. Not refrigerator, but the coolers. That was Brian the turkey. And the darn cat ate out of every last one of the turkeys I had. It just took it and just started. Because I stopped my turkeys. So I ran to the store and I got like three big giant turkeys. And my wife was like, what you gonna season it with? And I don't like just using any kind of seasoning. And I said I want to get a good color. So I remember I had that sazon in the cabinet. So I just put that on there. And I salt brine it first for like 2 hours. And then after I salt brined it, I put that Sazon on it. And I just put them on all rusty. And man, the turkeys turned out so good, man. Woo!
Well, they look good.
They
Yes,
look
yes.
good.
Yeah,
Thank
they
you,
look
thank you,
really
thank
good.
you.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
for you, sir, Mister, is it McDowell?
McDowell. It's Walter. Walter's my name.
All right, Mr. Walter. What kind of ribs you like?
I like St. Louis ribs. I usually buy the ones at Costco they come in a 3 to a pack, and you don't have to do much trimming on them. You might have a little that back skirt on the back, and then just
Mm-hmm.
take that membrane off the back. But after that, they're pretty much ready to go.
Okay, yeah, okay. So me personally, I know the ribs you're talking about. You're talking the ones in the St. Louis, the ones that's already cut, got the tips cut off on them.
Yes.
Yeah. That's what he talking about.
I like those. I like those because they're not that much work. See, this man right here, Mr. Backyard King, he loves to work. See, he loves the spare ribs. He loves to cut.
I can cook the spares too, but it's just, I mean, I can get more of those other ones on my grill the other way.
Yeah, yes, most definitely. Now,
I mean, that's the fun part.
all right, the question for you, Mr. Backyard King. Do you sell rib tips?
I don't.
Never tried. Enlighten me, my brother. Enlighten me on these tips.
Okay, so I normally get about $50 off a slab of ribs. Cause what I like doing is I take my spare rib and I make it St. Louis style, okay? And I get
Right.
that big old tip that's left. So when I go to sell it, I sell plates. So I sell always combo plates. I never sell a meat by itself. But the extra meat you're getting is going to be what we call a chicken quarter. So for $20, you're going to get you a half slab of rib. You're going to get you either a big chicken quarter or 2 small chicken quarters with some potato salad and baked beans or some cheesy potatoes or whatever we got for sides. And you're going to give me $20 for that. And then I'm going to give you a chicken quarter, cut rib tips, and 2 chicken quarters in size. Big old plate, cake breaking for $10. So I got
Okay.
1/2, but a chicken quarter. How much chicken quarter gonna run me? What, 45 cents? 60 cents?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So you're making you're giving people a big happy. You're charging a good price for $20, but then I'm making $50 off my slab of ribs because you cannot make money
Right.
selling a $25 slab of ribs. You just can't do it. There's not enough money.
Right.
So you got
Right.
where people getting the bang for their buck, but also you're getting the bang for your buck. So now I feel
Right.
good making $50 off a slab real close. Selling the tips for 10. That come with a chicken quarter. That come with a whole slab of tips. That come with 2 sides. You can feed 3 people. I'm selling you a half slab of ribs with 2 chicken quarters. Depends on the quarter size. If they big, you get 1. If they smaller, you get 2. And you get a case
Right.
for $24. You get a scoop of beans and a scoop of potato salad. I'm closing it up, $20. And people
That's
buy
right.
it. They place breaking. They're like, oh my goodness, sell this.
T.
How can you afford to sell this? You giving this to us.
Right. Do you add any bread on that, T?
Sir?
Do you add any bread with that?
We give out the sweet Hawaiian rolls.
Okay.
We give out the sweet Hawaiian
Okay.
roll. You know, if we in the city, we give out 2 slices of white bread in the city.
Okay.
We out
Okay.
here where we from, We in this small community where we from, we give out a sweet Hawaiian roll, or we give out like a normally sweet Hawaiian roll. So they get that. They just get that broke off and put it in a bag with some butter.
Okay.
But they loving it.
That's nice.
They loving it. And
Hey, you can't do nothing but love that. I would love that. You have enlightened me so much. I'm grateful that and glad that I went live with you today.
yeah, because now you making a product make money for you now. Because now, but see, people look at like look how much food you giving away. But no, it's what kind of food you're giving away. You know, you're giving a half slab of ribs first of all, and you get them two sides, and you get them a chicken quarter or two, and that chicken quarter, hey, that's a gimme because chicken quarters ain't gonna break you.
Yeah.
I don't usually make plates like that. I usually sell slab of ribs or brisket or a whole pork butt. Just
Yeah, but
I sell it that way.
how much can you sell a slab of ribs for, sir?
$25 is what I usually sell them for.
Okay. How much you getting a slab of ribs for? Let's break it down.
I probably pay $12 for them.
Okay. All right. Your wood, how much your wood is?
I usually get it given to me.
Okay. All right. But charcoal, seasonings, your time, your time.
That's right.
So,
that's right.
So basically,
you have to use.
You pay it. So when you get done, you probably making off that slab of rib for selling for $25. You making $5. That's not worth your time, sir.
That's right.
I know, but man, I enjoy doing it.
I understand that, but let me tell you, you sell a plate, you can enjoy doing it too, and still be like, hey. I always tell people, I don't mind nothing that jingle, but I prefer the stuff that fold. You know? And the reason being is because good barbecue people don't mind paying.
Right.
Yeah.
You know,
you're right.
You're exactly right.
Hey, if you barbecue good, you take your time out, make your barbecue work for you. Offer that $20 meal. If you do a pork butt, anything you sell got to be $8 a pound. Everything you sell got to be $8 a pound. That's not real rap right there. That's not real rap. That there is a honest cook. You cook 10 pounds of pork butt. 10 pounds of pork butt gonna be $80. That's you cooking a pork butt you pay $15 for it. That's what it got to be. People pay.
That's right.
10 pounds of meat. Tell them to go to McDonald's and feed 20 people.
That's right.
Feed 20 people. Watch how much money you gonna spend.
That's right.
Yeah.
You getting the good
and the quality of the food. The quality of the food, not to cut you off, T.
You ain't getting a 16-year-old kid. You know, you tell them no pickles, no onions. They see no pickles, no onions. They still put them on there. You know, grown man, a grown woman.
I sold some brisket flats at Christmas time. I cooked 6 brisket flats. What happened was I went to the store to buy a case of brisket, and the guy told me there was 5 or 6 brisket in that case. So I paid for the brisket, get out to the truck, get ready to go home, and I was going to put them in the ice chest. So open the box up, they gave me brisket flats instead of brisket.
Oh, so brisket flats are like $5 a pound, and briskets are like $3 a pound.
Exactly. So I kept them. I kept what I had.
I would actually need you to do the right thing and give them back. You need the moral classes. Hey,
Nah, I cooked them bad boys.
Me and my uncle went to the Sam's Club. And Sam's Club was messing up my orders. I mean, they were messing up my orders bad. And I was telling them, I said, why y'all messing up my orders so bad? You know, I run a business. And make a long story short, I ordered 8 cases of brisket. Okay, 8 cases of brisket. And the woman just came out. She had an attitude and everything. And she was just throwing the meat on my doggone cart. Because me and my uncle used those big rolling carts. And I got there, and I ain't gonna lie, I take a knife, I cut my brisket open. Cause you get those big cases of brisket, them people do anything, man. So I like to see every brisket I buy at Sam's Club. So I start opening the cases, and guess what was in the cases?
What?
It was prime rib.
Oh,
The prime rib.
yeah.
Prime. I mean, like I tried to give them back to the lady. She like, what do you want? I said, ma'am, I know you're ignorant, but I don't want you to lose. I say, cause if I pay $700 for all these prime ribs, you gonna lose your job. The cap will be off. You know what woman told me? She started crying. And now my order ain't messed up. I just go back there. Mr. Matthews, how you doing, sir? What can we do for
Yeah.
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 Now you did the right thing, Mr. T.
Hey.
You know, but sometimes the Lord just want to bless you. Sometimes the Lord just want to bless you and give you a blessing.
I don't know about that. You know, sometimes he let me test you. He let me test you. Hey, I want you to talk is cheap. No, I told my uncle. I just went out to my uncle. Cause my uncle like, I'm glad you brought them things back. Cause boy, I would have heard your mouth. I can't believe there's something bad gonna happen to me, I shouldn't.
That's right.
I knew
That's
better.
right.
I knew better. Uncle like, boy, I'm so glad you brought them. Man, my uncle, I'm glad you gave them things back, boy. I would have heard your mouth. But yeah, man.
Well, nothing bad didn't happen to me, but yeah, I went ahead and used them. But I cooked them for 20. I had $20 in them, so $20 for the brisket and $20 cook them. $40 I sold them for.
What?
Yep.
Hey, I just need to buy meat from you. I just need to buy from you because it's not like you like giving stuff away.
You done put me on game, Mr. T. I like what you just told me, and I respect what Mr. McDonald over here doing. You know, like I like the way you put that plate together. I'm gonna make some changes on my plate by listening to you today.
Where's Uncle? They want to know where Uncle said it. Uncle said is at home in Florida. It's 20 degrees below zero. Man, and then the wife was on vacation. And we had to cancel the whole vacation because the doggone truck started freezing up.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was, but hey, I'm glad to be home. Made it home. God is good. But yeah, my uncle, he is in Florida right now. But let me tell you this right here. When you sell your barbecue, don't let people divide your plates up. That was the biggest reason your chicken plates need to be $12. Let me tell you why, okay? You're always gonna sell 2 chicken quarters. 2 chicken quarters. 2 chicken quarters, 2 sides of $12. You want to sell everything big because you want things to leave big. Then you can control your inventory. That's what I always tell people. You want to control your inventory, so you need to sell in bulk. And you want to give people a good deal in bulk. For $12, you want to get chicken quarter, two slices of white bread, or 4 slices of white bread, because it's cheap. And then your barbecue sauce go on the side. Everything need to be like that. Nothing you sell out your trailer, no but juices and drinks, need to be under $12. Everything got to be over $12. And then when if you give anybody anything, I always tell them this. So would you like to have a drink with that? Ma'am, you need a drink with that. Ma'am, you need a soda with that. Closed mouth don't get fed. You got to make sure everybody get off of that dollar drink. Because people think about it. Oh, yeah, I take a soda. Oh, yeah, that's money. And always have a tip jar. Always.
Okay.
You can never give people $5 back. You always make change with dollars because that makes them put money in that tip jar.
Okay.
It's psychological. So you want to keep
Yes.
it. Because when you get back change, you want to make sure you just give them $5 worth of ones. And 50% of the time, they're going to give you 2 or 3 of those dollars. They're not going to give you one, they're going to give you 2 or 3, and then they're going to buy another. If they're going to give you change, they're going to buy soda with the drink.
Can I ask a question?
Yes, sir.
How do you guys, what do you just set up on the side of the road somewhere, up under a tent, or how does that work?
See, me, I target people. Me and my wife, we target people. What we do is we want you to want us. We want you to want us. We just not see. You got to have the TNT experience. That's how we look at ourselves. We're an experience. We're just not barbecue, but we're the TNT experience. So what we do is we push out on Facebook, social media that we coming to your town. We're coming to your town. We're coming to this spot right here 2 weeks ahead of time. We're pushing it on Facebook. We're saying share it. You know those Facebook groups that they sell lawnmowers and cars on and stuff? We put in all the groups that we're cooking today. We're selling. We do it 2 weeks. We'll be here on Saturday. We'll be here on Saturday. But when you come, you can't come with no 20 slabs, 30 slabs of ribs. You got to come because people are excited now because you done made that excitement about yourself. You know,
Right.
So you got to go live. Like me, I love going live on Facebook. Like, hey, what's up, guys? Come on out here, man. Y'all about to get the best barbecue you ever had in your life. Look at these ribs. Look at this potato salad. Look at these beans. When they do come out there, big portions. People, your goal is everybody that come to your stand, everybody that comes set up to our setup, whether it's a park, whether it's a social event, whether it's just a Saturday that we want to go out and sell food. We want $20 from everybody. I don't care if it's a little.
That's right.
We want her $20. Nobody
That's right.
want unless they got $20 because we want it. We're gonna offer you everything but our souls to get that $20.
And my situation is a little different. You know, as I explained to you, the events that I do, I have to go through the health department. So my setup is pretty much close as to having a restaurant as you can get with my concession stand set up like the health department want to, and got to get a permit and check everything that I do. And I built that name. You know, I built my name, so I get these phone calls telling me, "Hey, we want the Backyard King to come." You know, not to the level that Mr. T has told me today, but you know, we give a lot of food. We give a healthy plate. You know, and what we've done, Mr. T, is differently is we're gonna pile the plate up. It's gonna be sitting high above the plate, so you got to have 2 hands to hold it. Not to what you said about how you do it, but what we have on the plate is an eyeful in itself. And most of the time, we're called to come out when events come because we've been in a circle and we're a household name to some people and they like our cooking.
Okay. You know one thing? I'm gonna give y'all some game right now. You know one thing that we do with our rib tips, when all that meat we cut off our ribs when we trim it. You ever heard of perlo rice? Okay, it's just like chicken and rice. Okay, you get the yellow rice, You get your rib meat, your rib tips, and all that extra scraps you get when you carve your ribs. You boil it in a pot with onions, bell pepper, garlic, all that kind of stuff. And then you season the water. And then at the end, you down, you take all the gristles out when it cools down. But you got your water, you got all that, and you get like one of those, those pans you put your ribs in. That you get from Sam's Club, the pans I'm talking about. You get 4 packs of yellow rice. That yellow rice, you know what I'm talking about? I show you.
Yes.
Let me go grab it.
Mr. McDowell, I'm gonna step away for a second too, but I'm coming right back, okay?
Okay.
Babe, I've been live with Mr. TNT just about an hour. So I still got the mic on here, so I'm just letting you know. But everything good.
Whoa! I'm right here. No.
I learned a whole lot from him, baby, with the concession stand stuff. I'll tell you when the show's over, but he's dropping some dimes in there.
Dropping down.
I didn't think I was going to be going live with him, Mr. McDowell, but I was sitting there and I was.
It's my first time.
Yeah, I was sitting there and I was interacting on the YouTube, and he threw it up there one time. I said, I looked over. He put it up there again. I said, well, let me talk to him. And I've been watching the brother since they started, and I really like what he do.
Me too.
There's nobody else out there doing it like that. At least exposing to us, you know what I'm saying, to that level to me.
Right. And he is right. You can learn a lot of stuff from here because I've learned a lot from online stuff.
Yes. And I think what he told me is just it's gonna help.
Yeah.
And cause I do what you do, Mr. McDowell. I've been selling, depending on the size of my slabs, I was just selling slabs at $20 and $25 a piece.
Right.
That's it.
You're really not making. I mean, you're not making enough money. Just like you said, for the time you put into it and the wood and all that stuff you're figuring, you're not making anything doing it that way.
Right. I go out there, I get out there and set up probably 9 that morning and out there to 9 that night, and they need to pay for that setup. That setup takes time too.
Yeah.
You want the people to know you got a clean setup when they come to you to eat.
Right.
Amen. So this is the yellow rice. All right. So you can do it with chicken. You can do it with the rib tips. So what you do is you boil your chicken or your rib tips, okay? And then when you get the stock and all that kind of stuff, you keep that. You just take the bones off of everything. Make sure you take everything off, leave the skin and the meat. You boil everything down till it falls the bone. And you just pour that. You pour like 5 bags in one pan. And you pour it in there. You pour the boiling water and the chicken and the meat on top of this rice. Cover it up, put it in the oven or put it on your smoker. And in about an hour, the best rice you ever had in your life. And let me tell you something. Rice as a side, you cannot get no better side to make more profit margin.
Okay.
Chicken, pork and rice.
Okay.
And is people see your sides are just as important to barbecue as anything, but your sides gonna be outstanding. But people want humble sides when they eating barbecue. The meat should be the star, but your sides should be like a side that always kind of like I stay away from the mayonnaise stuff, kind of a little bit. I may have potato salad, but that's about it. Other stuff, I'm doing rice, beans, all that kind of stuff as sides. Jambalaya, I'm doing some stew, I'm doing things like that for sides. But mac and cheese is one of my great sides they use. But
All right, we make the mac cheese. We make the mac and cheese here.
yeah. So yeah,
Well, with me, I haven't been doing a lot of sides because regulations and rules about keeping temperature here.
mm-hmm.
So, anything, long as you can have it sealed and ready to go, that's what I've done, but I'm learning. What you got there in your hand, Mr. T?
This is an Uncle Steve shake right here. And this stuff right here, man, I'm telling you, man, this is that bad mama jam right here. Uncle Steve shake. This is bad mama jam. I love my Uncle Steve shake, man. But yeah. Okay. Good service. Hey, I agree with that 100%. I agree with that 100%. So you talk regulations, because I pretty much all states got the same regulations when it comes to the health department and stuff. So did you have to take that class, that food serve safe?
I did.
Yeah, I took
It's just
too. Yeah. So do you pop up? Do you do a tent form or do you?
I do.
Okay.
I do two tent form. My first tent out front is just like their setup is, and that's just for the patrons, the customers that coming up. And then my second one in there is where all the prep and everything. It's enclosed, That's where all the prep and all the food handling is at. And I'm on the side with the grill there. And then all the thing that when it's done, I just take it in to my wife and she make the plates and then we put them out. That's how that's handled here.
But you know what I started doing though that really helped me to get food out faster. Cause that's my whole thing. I like to get food out fast. What I've been doing is wearing cotton gloves up under my black gloves. I wear big cotton gloves, and I wear them up under my black gloves, and I grab my meat with it, and that's how I chop my meat and stuff. And I grab my chicken because I hate grabbing stuff with tongue. The tongue's always tearing skin or messing up the bark on my food, but my hands, I can grab everything with those and just cut them. If you look back at some of my trailer videos, I'm always using sometimes gloves, But yeah, try that sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Just regular old cotton gloves, and then put your regular food serving gloves on top of them, and it'll pick up faster. So what's the average of you putting food out? If I come to you and I say, I want rib, I want, what's the next thing I'm probably going to have? You serve chicken too?
Yes.
So if you had to get my food out, how long would it be?
3 to 4 minutes, if that. When everything's ready. It's 3 to 4 minutes. Everything ready, Mr. T, it's 3 to 4 minutes. And that means from the grill to the prep area to the table for you. And then as you said, we were including a drink in with that. And I heard you said, you didn't do that in that, but you changed in a lot of what I've done. I'm for that price for just a meal, then you need to go ahead and add that to it. If I understood you correctly, then you need to add a drink to that price.
Amen. Amen. And the reason being is because I learned this the hard way, y'all. You're not in competition. If you got to compete if you got to lose to compete, you're not good enough. And the reason why I say that is because every time I go to anywhere I go to, I got the most expensive food out of all the vendors. There's not one vendor yet that I've been to. I've been fairs, all over the state of Iowa and other states, fairs and stuff like that. And if your barbecue is good, y'all too, you don't have to lower your prices because people gonna come where that barbecue at, and always have a smoker there. Oh, I don't care if you got to go in and get a rubber cover grill and fire it up, put some charcoal in it, and close it up. But always have a
Right.
smoker.
Yeah. And why you
Another
say I always
question.
had that smoker there? Go ahead, Mr. McDowell.
Do you smoke any bologna?
Yeah. I got a sandwich called the Weekend Warrior, and that's a
I
smoked
could
piece. That's a
I
smoked piece
could
of
probably
bologna.
I cooked
Smoked
probably
piece of bologna.
120 pounds of bologna about a year ago here. It's king
Okay.
around here.
Yeah, I get a smoked
I've
bologna.
never tried that.
You smoke it, you get about that thick of a slice, put it on a Kaiser bun, you put your pulled pork on top of it, you put your pulled pork, then you put your coleslaw on top of that, and then you put the barbecue sauce on top of that, and that's called the Weekend Warrior. And it's about this
Okay.
big. I got a video of it. Go get the video. It's called the Weekend
One that can
Warrior.
write, Kendra.
So Weekend
I
Okay.
Warrior.
can't sell enough bologna here. I mean, I can't make enough of it.
Man, I got something called a pig sandwich. That's one of my biggest sellers. A pig sandwich is basically you get a good sausage this big, you put on a hoagie
Yeah.
sandwich, you put your pulled pork on the sausage, you get your beans, your cheese, your onion, your jalapeno, and then you can put some chili on top of it. And it's called a pig sandwich. Because you got to be a pig to eat that sandwich, boy. You got to be ready.
Well, I
But
make what they call a backyard burger,
hey,
and that's one of my famous hamburgers, and
mm-hmm.
it comes with a pork beef blend sausage on it with your lettuce, tomato, and cheese, and that you got to be, you got to be ready to eat when you eat that one.
Can I ask you a question? You got a
Yeah,
Facebook page?
I don't have
Okay.
anything on social media.
Well, what you
I
need to
mean,
do, could you do a Facebook page for your business? Because I
I
really believe,
could.
I think you should, because my thing is that's free advertisement.
Yeah.
That is so free. And once you do that Facebook page, people gonna see that. And all you gotta do is put on Facebook, hey, I got ribs today. That's all you gotta put.
Okay.
Yep.
They coming. I got ribs today. It's Super Bowl week.
Okay.
I got 20 slabs of ribs today. You know,
Yeah.
hey, you can go somewhere else and get them $25 slabs, but mine, you got to pay. You got
That's
to pay.
right.
You got to pay. Yep, but most definitely. So, we got any questions in the chat? Let's see.
I can't see the chat from where we are, T.
Okay.
At least I can't see it like I was, so I don't see any other questions or anybody or anything.
All right. Let me make sure we got some questions. Okay, all right. So he used the cutting gloves up under his nitro gloves, okay? All right. When I used to work in a barbecue restaurant, you see that though? They've been doing it.
Yeah.
Okay. Jimmy Q. Okay.
Okay, I see him now.
All right. Well, tomorrow I'm gonna do some beef ribs tomorrow, guys. I'm doing a beef rib video. I'm actually working on a smoker right now. We're gonna get a smoker. I went to Walmart and I was in a live here. Was it Saturday morning? And basically somebody said, "T, why don't you get some smokers from Walmart and do some cooks on a Walmart smoker?" Well, what happened was I went to Walmart and I saw a smoker. And you won't believe it. I got a smoker for like $108. You know, it's a $600 smoker. I got it for $108 on sale. So I'm gonna do a cook on that tomorrow. We putting it together right now as we speak. It's a stainless steel smoker. It's a pretty good, nice smoker. Pellet smoker though, but I'm just I'm just trying to do different cooks on different things so I can show people that it don't take none of these big grills to cook stuff. You could be a backyard king without having a big old stick burner or without having all that kind of stuff. Does that make sense, brother?
Yeah.
I just bought a new pellet smoker. Got it for Christmas.
Okay, what kind?
Pit Boss Series 4.
Okay, Pit Boss. Okay. Now we need to get the backyard king on a pellet cooker. We got to get you on a pellet cooker.
I heard you say. I just want to show y'all if I could do a little advertising here with you, Mr. T.
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, I got you. Can y'all see that?
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, that's nice right there.
You see that?
Yeah.
Okay. That's me, with my son. Huh?
Amen.
Yeah.
I like the name.
And I like it too, but I just like I told you, it's nothing like you've been doing. 5 or 6 times a year I get out there, and it's just like we all had one common thing that we talked about. This it's just so fun. It's takes a lot of stress for me, and then somebody paid me for my cooking. You know what I'm saying? And I'm excited. Mm-hmm. I'm excited.
Hey, you know what though? But one thing to tell you, Mr. King, just by talking to you, you say, "Well, I think you are." See, talent knows talent, Mr. King. And just for when you answer that one question, I knew that you knew what you knew. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you can fake a good barbecue, but when you answer that question, that came off the tip of your tongue, like you was talking about your backhand.
Yeah.
And that's telling me it's talent there. Man, you got it, bro. You got it. All right.
Well, I appreciate you.
Okay, we got a question. What tip do you smoke your ribs to? I know you don't smoke to a temperature, do you, Mr. Backyard?
No, I don't.
So
tell us when your ribs are done. How do you know your ribs done, sir?
For me, I think I kind of tried to illustrate it a little bit. I've been doing it a while. I don't like to open the smoker a lot. So when I first put them on, I'm gonna put them on for meat side down for a good 30 minutes, and then I'm gonna turn them over here. You know what I'm saying? Again, and I let that go for 30 minutes, and then at that point, I turn them over one last time before I bother them again. And I just look at them. I just step back and look at them. So when that meat started to protrude back off that bone there, you know what I'm saying? We get them right there where we need to be. And then I started checking my temperature.
Pull back.
Yeah, that pullback. That's correct. And once my internal temperature get where they need to be, I remove them and let them rest.
About 200?
Internal temperature?
Yeah.
No, that's too high there, ain't it? Nah. That's 200 a little high. Come on now. Don't do me like that. You try to slide with.
You know
what I'm saying?
Oh, about 190?
That's still high, ain't it? That ain't what the health department say.
Yeah, the health department say 165, 145.
160. That's right. So it's a happy medium in there and experience in there. You know what I'm saying? To know what it's doing. You can say it's doing at 165, but it's not by right there to serve to somebody. But it's edible. You know?
Yeah. So you go by really feel like you get those ribs and the ribs you can pick them up and they go to limping like here. Yeah.
I can pick them up with a spatula.
That's it.
The ribs hey, boy, you better straighten those hands out.
Yeah.
So yeah, I
Uh,
got here. He said
I,
one
I,
nine
I
is
really enjoyed it. My wife and my family are calling me, Mr. T. I will be
okay.
back on with you if you let me. I look forward tomorrow to see the new grill. You know what I'm saying? I stay tuned. I
Yes,
already
sir.
subscribed to the channel. You know what I'm
Thank
saying?
thank
You're doing a great job. I can't wait till I see Unc again.
you. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Nice meeting you, Mr. McDowell.
You
Yeah.
too.
Back on UT, but I'm gonna have to ease out of here on you.
Go now, go now. God bless. Tell the family I say hello and be blessed. And you are welcome anytime.
Thank you,
So
my brother,
I love that knowledge. You gave me a bunch of jewels. I hope y'all caught
as
that.
well as you.
We got a king. The king. The king is here. Long live the king. Amen. See you later, brother. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Mr. McDowell is in the chat right now. So, yeah, most definitely. So, when do you tell your ribs are done?
Usually when the pull back on the bones is what I tell.
Okay, okay. Pull back on the bones. Okay. Now, my question is: you wrap your ribs or you cook them? You cook them just completely on the grill. Or do you wrap them?
I usually wrap them.
Okay. When you wrap them, do you go bone side down or meat side down towards the heat?
Probably meat side down.
Meat side down. Okay. Do you put anything in your wrap or you kind of leave or you just
I
wrap them?
put I put brown sugar, some of that squeeze parquet, a little bit of honey,
Oh,
maybe some hot sauce.
okay. Man, you make use of competition ribs. You make
Yeah,
a
they're pretty good.
you put about $40 into folks have the ribs just the ingredients, man. Hey, you can quit giving the ribs away. That's
Boy, a lot of
good.
people like them.
Amen. You know, if you like what you like, you love them. That's all that matters, man. That's all that matters,
Yeah,
brother. Yes, most
yeah,
definitely. So,
yeah.
got anybody out there that got any questions about ribs? We've been, like I said, you can talk about ribs all day long. But me personally, I like beef. Well, quit that. I like beef short ribs, not beef short ribs, but I like beef back ribs. Beef back ribs. Them are the ribs I like. Them are the ribs that I really enjoy. So if you have anything you want me to talk about, let us know so we can discuss that because we're looking for this discussion right now. I want us to know what's going on out there in the YouTube land when it comes to ribs. Yes, sir. So do you ever cook beef ribs before?
I've cooked them a couple times. Like I said, they're hard to find around here.
And where is here at again?
I live in Oklahoma.
Oklahoma. Okay, then. So we got some right here. Yes, we will. We will be getting some more A Smoke videos. It is super duper cold outside. Yes, we will, sir. I love my A Smoke. We will be getting some A Smoke. We will be getting some A Smoke videos, man. I'm gonna see. Is it good now? Nah, bro. I really like my hot dogs boiled. I don't. You know, I got a new grill coming. They got a flat top on it, so I'm looking forward to using a flat top on my new grill. It came with a flat top, so I'm looking forward to that. So yeah, I prefer my hot dogs boiled. No, they're totally different. So beef back ribs have more of a the diner rib. They have more of a pot roast flavor to them, kind of to me, like pot roast, but more. I would say more like neck bones. No, oxtails, more like oxtails and beef cheeks. When you cook them right, they got that real nice, richy, beefy flavor. the beef ribs, the beef back ribs have more of a sweeter flavor. They get like that. It gets that real sweet, like something like ribeye. But it's different. It tastes like a ribeye, but it has a more of a not as beefy as the beef short ribs, but you get like a sweeter taste. And you get that beefy flavor, but it's just hard to explain. But it's a little more sweeter to me, and I like the texture a lot better. The texture to me is a lot better in the beef plate ribs.
Just like a brisket with a bone in it, right?
The beef plate ribs are like a brisket with a bone in it, but when you're doing those beef back ribs, it's totally different. The beef back ribs, that's what they use to cut the ribeye off of when they make a prime rib roast. They cut those ribs off. That's where the beef back ribs come from. And to me, I like those ribs a lot better. Yes. Okay. Thank you, brother. Hey, you just got an A smoke. I'm gonna have to do something with A smoke for you. I'm gonna do some chicken next time I use the A smoke. Okay. All right, Billy D. What you say? I love dino beef ribs. I also smoke a tri-tip. Okay. Tri-tip pretty good. I like tri-tip. All right. Yeah, I need to do that. You're right. I need to get that done. I mean, that's a good idea. That's a great idea right there. The more meat come from those beef dino ribs, the beef plate ribs. They have a lot more meat. So if you're worried about the more meat you get, yeah, I will have to get a beef plate rib. They have a lot of meat on them, and like I say, if you like that brisket on a stick, like a guy was saying, Mr. McNall was saying, the beef on a stick, you got to go with the beef plate ribs. They call dino ribs, or they call short ribs. So all those apply. Love you too.
All right,
Love.
I'm gonna have to get off here. My phone's about to die.
Okay, all right. You have a blessed day. Hey, thank you for
All right.
visiting. Like I said, if anybody want to hop on the chat, come on, hop on with me. I'm just chatting along, guys, and I just posted a live stream in the chat, man, and I just want to just kick it. If you're on, you want to come on and chat a little bit before we've been on for about an hour and 37 minutes, guys. Feel free to come and chat with us, man. You know, we just kicking it, talking about ribs, talking about things like that. Yeah, Sam's do carry the beef short ribs, and Costco does too. So if you want to, go to Sam's Club and go to all that place. They got them the big box store. So yeah, I'm just getting ready to get the smoker all put together, guys. I think that I'm probably gonna if nobody else coming in, we're gonna go ahead and get this smoker put together so we can test it out and get ready for the video tomorrow so we can have that ready to go. I love y'all guys and thank y'all again. And remember, pray. Yeah, we do need some thumbs up. Thank you, sir. I really appreciate it, sir. Thank you, Mr. Darnell. We do need to pray for the people that got COVID virus. We need to pray for this country, pray for the world, and pray that prosperity for everybody and that everybody be blessed and that, man, just this COVID quit taking people's lives, you know. So I love y'all guys. Oh, got a question. Do y'all guys ever smoke oxtail? Man, look, bro, I got an oxtail. I'm about to show this to you. So this is one of my videos coming up. These are oxtails, but they're left in the whole tail. So these oxtails right here, I got these from my local butcher. He did not cut them. He just left them whole like this. So I'm gonna smoke them like this whole. And then when I smoke them, I'm gonna wrap them, and then I'm gonna braise them in pans. I got like 4 packages of these. So this is how I'm gonna do my oxtail. These are the whole tails. They're basically a whole cow tail. And then we're gonna do them like a Jamaican jerk style. I'm gonna get with my buddy over there, Mr. CJ on Mom and Pa's, and we're gonna cook these oxtails. And then I'm gonna get with my other buddy over there. He got a YouTube channel. We're gonna do some instant pot oxtails. So all on for Texas. We're gonna be doing that. Do I use water in the pan when I smoke them? Or probably so. I'm probably gonna put a little water in the pan, but I think I'm gonna go with I'm gonna try to make more like a braising stock. I'm gonna use some red wine, things of that nature to try to get a good braise on them. So that's what we're gonna do. All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all go. I love y'all. This is your boy TNT Barbecue. Continue praying for everybody. I love y'all guys. God bless you. God bless America. We love you. Peace out.